Okay, so tip number 9. This is more like a piece of information that will help particularly maybe foreign students who are trying to learn English, but also for parents, and also to obviously answer the questions when it comes to from the kids. English language, right? So I'm just giving 3 examples here. We have tough, through, and though. And we have group of letters which change in pronunciation, in sound. So here we have tough, through, where we don't say at all, and though. And you know, why a lot of people wonder, you know, but you know, it's GH, you know, why is it there, why is it not there in this instance? And the simplicity of it is English is a mix of Germanic languages, Norse languages, so this is from Iceland and Scandinavia. It's a mix of Latin, Greek. It's a huge mix, plus the original language of English, the Celtic that was spoken here, you know, before Romans came along. So there are so many words. A lot of the pronunciation changes because of the etymology of the word. So it depends where the word comes from. And this is the issue. So there is nothing to get upset about. It is just the awkward nature of the English language that so many instances, you know, you learn to do a sound, you know, you put 2 letters together and you learn a particular sound. You go and, you know, read it, and then suddenly you come across a word where it's not pronounced that way. And it can be very, very frustrating and confusing, going, oh, wait a minute, you know, you say that's that sound. Yes, but there are exceptions. And the way to go through that is very simple. And this is another reason why you need dictionaries. And I'm going to show you this here. Or did I move my other dictionary? So, oh, it's there. This is why dictionaries are so useful, because pronunciation is in the dictionaries. And so you have good dictionaries should have pronunciation keys. Not all of them have it, actually, to be honest, which is not really good. But normally, most good dictionaries will have a section, which I'm looking for here. This is a children's dictionary. And you see, you will have a whole section. And this is particularly for teaching. This is a teaching dictionary, so it's a lot more. So you will have an entire section with a symbol, a very specific phonics symbol, which tells you what the pronunciation is. So this is something you have to learn to use, which I'm going to cover in my series on how to use a dictionary. So I will show you how to use the pronunciation keys in dictionaries. But the point is, all good dictionaries will have a pronunciation key. So when in doubt, it's very simple. When in doubt, you go to a dictionary, you find the word, and you look at the pronunciation key. And it will tell you how to pronounce that word. And rather than get upset about it, recognize that these differences between words, even though they have the same spelling or they have the same group of letters, which should sound the same and don't sound the same, is really to do with the etymology of the word. That is where the word comes from, the history of the word. Nothing else, I think. I mean, that's my simplicity of it. I don't think there's more complications to add. I'm sure a linguist will add a lot more complications to it or history to it. But the simplicity is go and look in a dictionary, find out what the pronunciation is, and that's what it is for the word. And if you want to know more about it, then obviously use the internet and find out why that word is pronounced that way. But that's the simplicity of it. All right. One last tip.